I used to lie in bed for nearly an hour, eyes open, mind racing, waiting for that sleepy switch to flip. So I designed a 2-week experiment, the simplest 60-minute wind-down routine I could actually stick to, plus magnesium glycinate. No hacks, no hype, just number. In this video, I'll show you exactly what changed: time to fall asleep, night awakenings, and morning energy, and how to copy the routine if you want to test it yourself. Here's my promise. You'll leave with a practical, step-by-step plan and realistic expectations. Quick health note: this is educational only and not medical advice. If you take medications, have kidney issues, or any condition that could make supplements risky, talk to your clinician first. We're going for safe, sustainable changes, not shortcuts. Before night 1, I tracked a plain, honest baseline for 3 days. My average sleep latency, the time it took to actually fall asleep, was around 55 minutes. I woke up 2 to 3 times most nights, and my morning energy hovered at a 5 out of 10. Not a disaster, but enough to feel foggy and impatient with everything the next day. I recorded this in a basic notes app and used a timer to mark lights out until I drifted off. No wearables required. Simplicity keeps you consistent. Magnesium comes in different forms, and the form matters. Citrate is common and useful for many people, but some find it too active for the gut at night. Threonate is popular in online discussions, but often costs more and isn't a dedicated sleep pill. I went with magnesium glycinate, magnesium bound to the amino acid glycine, because many people tolerate it gently in the evening. I'm not promising sedation. Think of it as reducing evening friction so your routine can do its job. The supplement supports the environment you create, not the other way around. I followed 3 simple rules: start low, then titrate. I began with a small amount and only increased if I felt fine after a few nights. Jumping to a high dose is the fastest way to irritate your gut. Time it wisely. I took it 60-90 minutes before bed, inside my wind-down window, so it had time to settle while the rest of my routine pulled me towards sleep. Read the label like a pro. What matters is elemental magnesium, not the total weight of the compound. Keep total supplemental magnesium reasonable. Many guidelines place the upper limit for supplements around 50 mg elemental day for healthy adults, unless your clinician recommends otherwise. If the label isn't clear about elemental magnesium, that's a red flag. 60 to 45 minutes, dim and amp warm. I turned off bright overheads and used a warm lamp. Phone went to night shift, computer screen dimmed. It's a simple message to your brain: sunset. I also avoided new notifications, no fresh social pings right before bed. If it tickles your curiosity, it's probably waking you up. 45 to 30 minutes, gentle movement. I walked around my place and did light mobility, neck rolls, shoulder circles, a little hip opening. Zero strain. The point is to bleed off daytime tension without raising heart rate. 10 minutes of casual movement signals we're powering down, better than sitting and scrolling. 30-20 minutes, breathing to downshift. I used 2 tools. The physiological sigh, a double inhale, second one shorter, then a long, slow exhale for 1-2 minutes. Or the classic 4-7-8. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale in for 8. Repeated 3-4 times. Both downshift the nervous system. Choose the one that feels natural. You'll stick to it. Room slightly cooler, paper book instead of phone, and magnesium taken within this window if I hadn't already. No late heavy meals. Caffeine cutoff early afternoon. Lights out at the same time each night. Consistency is king. Here's what happened across 14 nights. Sleep latency dropped from 55 minutes to around 25-30 minutes by the second week. Not instant, but noticeably faster to drift off. Night awakenings went from 2-3 down to roughly 1 on most nights. Morning energy improved from 5:10 to 7:10. I felt less brittle and more willing to start the day. A reminder, your mileage will vary. Supplements are nudges, not magic. What made the difference for me wasn't glycinate alone. It was glycinate inside a predictable, boring, wonderfully effective routine. Where this approach shines, light evening anxiety, racing thoughts, irregular bedtimes, and too much screen brightness at night. If your evenings are chaotic, you'll likely notice the biggest gains from structure. Magnesium simply smooths the edges. Where it's limited, persistent insomnia, undiagnosed sleep apnea, chronic pain that spikes at night, or schedules that swing wildly, night shifts, all-nighters. In those cases, supplements won't replace a thorough plan. If 2 consistent weeks show no change, zoom out. Daylight exposure in the morning, caffeine timing, alcohol in the evening, bedtime regularity, room temperature, and conversations with a professional about stress, breathing, or medical sleep disorders. Chasing a knockout pill. Magnesium isn't a sedative. Fix. Build the wind down. Let magnesium support it. Taking it at random times. Swallowing it with a heavy late dinner or minutes before you crash is inconsistent. Fix. Aim for 60-90 minutes before bed. Confusing compound weight with elemental magnesium. Labels can be sneaky. Fix. Confirm elemental mg per serving. Starting too high. Big jump, gut upset, you quit. Fix. Start low, titrate slowly. Blue light and hot rooms. You can't out-supplement bright screens or a warm bedroom. Fix. Warm lighting plus slightly cooler room. Caffeine creep. Afternoon coffee hangs around longer than you think. Fix. Set a strict early afternoon cutoff. Stacking random forms. Mixing citrate, oxide, and glycinate muddies the experiment. Fix. Pick one form for 2 weeks. Inconsistent bedtime. The brain loves rhythm. Fix. Go to bed at the same time. Weekends included if you can. Elemental magnesium listed clearly. If it's not obvious, choose another brand. Third-party testing. Look for USP, NSF, or ISO-accredited lab testing to avoid surprises. Clean ingredient list. Skip proprietary blends or unnecessary fillers and colorants if they bother you. Form factor. Capsules for convenience. Powder for flexible dosing. Value check. Compare price per 100 mg elemental, not per capsule. That's the real apples-to-apples number. Interactions. Some medications, for example certain antibiotics or thyroid meds, may need time separation from minerals. When in doubt, ask your clinician and read the leaflet. If you want my 1-page PDF with the full 60-minute routine and a 7-day tracking sheet, drop the word routine in the comments and I'll send it. If this helped you, hit like so more people can sleep better and subscribe for practical, no-hype health experiments you can try this week. Sleep well tonight and let me know your night 1 numbers tomorrow morning.